Welcome back. Let's take a dive into the new filter packs that are a new addition to the link in the V2 Profile Pack update. We will start by explaining a little bit more about why we have added this profile pack to the range. Let us begin. It is no secret that Sam Cora is always looking to seek out great expressions of filter coffee. For him, a great filter and what qualities and expression are possible for the brewer to capture from the extraction are so heavily impacted by the quality of the roast. But we all know a consistently great roast for all coffee types can sometimes prove challenging to achieve, and often takes a lot of time, and sometimes even green coffee to find the ideal roast expression. His goal was to make it easier and quicker for everyone to prepare great roasts for a filter approach. Because of this, he has worked on some new profiles that will allow all link users to be able to easily prepare world-class filter roasts. These new profiles have been prepared in a roast style that can be tailored and accommodated to all types of green coffee that any user may want to prepare. When deciding how to design these roast curves, he looked to his own personal experience. One of the standout experiences has always been the style of the roast approach Sam chose to prepare for his own World Brewers campaign in 2017 in Budapest. To him, this best captured the optimal expression of acidity, flavor, aroma, texture, and body. So, to replicate and model that approach, he has developed both Filter A and Filter B profiles to the same parameters, allowing the timing spent in each of the roast phases and the desired cracking point of each roast to fall in line with Sam's World Brewers Cup approach. Before we go into the differences between Filter A and B, let's first compare the new filter profile in general and how it differs from the original cupping packs that most users will be familiar with from the version 1 profile pack. For this demonstration, we have decided to pull up the profile 207.5 cupping A and compare it to the profile 207.5 filter A. The first thing you will notice is that the profile arc is lower and the overall target roast time is much longer. With the cupping pack, we have become used to seeing 6-minute 30 to 7-minute standard roast durations. But for the filter profile, our target roast duration is around 8 minutes to 8 minutes and 30 seconds. This slower roast time is key to giving more body and texture to the filter-prepared roasts over what we can achieve from any of the profiles in the 5 existing cupping packs. Next, you will see that both of the profiles start at a similar starting point, but as we continue on the curve, there is a separation as the filter profile starts to slow up as the dry phase comes to an end. This is to allow more time to be spent in the mallard phase. Allowing this helps to build the complexity of aroma and flavor to express with more depth than any of the 5 cupping packs. Doing this also aids these roasts to be slightly more soluble in extraction. Next, to ensure vibrancy is retained, you will notice that the suggested development percentage for the filter profile packs ranges sit on the lower side on average when compared directly to some of the cupping profile presets. In later parts of this video, we will discuss how to adjust the recommended development percentage up and down. Lastly, in the Link app, we will note that the filter packs will have a lower suggested profile solution when directly comparing the same density and process inputs to the solutions suggested for the cupping profile packs. This is largely due to the later target first crack time of 7 minutes to 7.5 minutes, as well as the extended development time that was spent in the mallard phase. For these reasons, we see the temperature of the first crack occurs lower for the profile curve setup of the filter pack when directly compared to the cracking temperature of how the same coffee roasts on the cupping packs. This makes it very important to ensure the volume by weight density and the process selection is being made in the right profile pack workspace within the Link app in order to match the roast style you have intended to prepare that sample for, as the profile suggestions for each of the 4 roast styles. You now have the possibility to select with the V2 update. Will be different. Now you understand what makes the filter pack's approach different from the original cupping packs. Let's take a closer look at the Filter A and the Filter B pack. The difference between the two profile packs is very subtle. The three distinguishing changes are: first, the curve pitch, noted at the start, midway through, and at the end of the roast. Second, a different setup operationally for the rate of rise minimum parameters when we look at the back end. This serves to ensure the roast curve is best followed for each curve approach. Lastly, we will notice the target bean temperature increase after the point of the first crack is higher by 0.5 degrees Celsius for the Filter B pack over the target established for Filter A. All these subtle differences add up to more versatility for the end user, and as this larger pool of selection gives more choices to consider for our profile selector algorithm, ensuring a more accurate and tailored solution recommendation from the 86 combined profiles available over the two filter inboxes. This allows the algorithm to recommend to the user the base profile number, as well as a very specific development percentage range that is believed to work best for the coffee they are roasting. What is also nice about the filter update is the final version will also let you know if there is a specific profile out of A or B that is more tailored to your coffee sample, making the decision of which one to use even easier for the user. With that clear, let's look at how we manipulate the development range. Start by doing the data inputs within the profile selector side of the Link app when we have our solution page populated. Then let's connect to the Link Studio to select that profile and send that to the roaster. Or if you prefer to run in analog mode and have the V2 update installed, we can make that selection directly from the unit. With the profile selected, let's now use the plus or the minus buttons on the left-hand side to increase or decrease the development percentage value. You will see these changes shown live on the display. Adjust this number to a figure that falls within the suggested target value range that was recommended by the Link app. For the washed Colombian coffee I am roasting today, I know that 11% works a treat. So I'm going to set the unit to that value. Next, we push the play button to move on to selecting the amount of coffee we are roasting. And with that entered, we push play once more to start the roasting process. From there, we can sit back and let the roast do its thing. If you are a user who is manually logging the first crack to activate the DTR function, note that the first crack is likely to occur between a time range of 7 minutes and 10 seconds and 7 minutes and 35 seconds for both A and B filter packs. Just like the cupping profiles, once the coffee is cooled, it can be brewed straight away. In classic Link fashion, the expression will be a distinct and clean cup of coffee, with much less presentable CO2 or overbearing gassy qualities. With that said, we have found that the optimized expression for this style of roast will be with a few days rest. We have noted that between 3 days and up to 7 days off roast is usually when the aromatic and flavor expressions are at their highest level of enjoyment. So be confident that this is a roast style that will certainly further benefit from rest. And that's a wrap. Now you have all the details with the new filter pack options. We wish you all the success with your brewing endeavors, whether preparing coffee for your home, your cafe, or for a competition. As always, happy roasting.